Dubai's police fleet boasts some of the world's rarest supercars, costing millions, flaunted beneath skyscrapers, envied worldwide. The promise is security, the reality is spectacle. Almost no one expects that behind these luxury patrols lies Dubai's most expensive illusion, and the truth about who these cars really serve is rarely seen. So how did a city built on sand engineer this global deception? In the early 2000s, Dubai's rulers set out to transform a quiet trading port into the world's most talked about city. The plan relied on more than just oil and commerce. Instead, city leaders turned to spectacle, massive projects designed to capture global attention and reshape Dubai's image overnight. The Palm Jumeirah, an artificial archipelago shaped like a palm tree, rose from the sea. The Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, pierced the skyline. Each new record became a headline, each engineered marvel a statement of intent. Branding experts at the time described Dubai's approach as governance by visibility. Progress was measured not just in GDP or population, but in how often the city appeared on magazine covers and television screens. Tourism campaigns promised a glimpse of the future: luxury hotels, indoor ski slopes, malls bigger than airports. Every project was designed to outdo the last, feeding a cycle of ever-escalating ambition. By the start of the next decade, Dubai's leaders were searching for new ways to reinforce the city's reputation for extravagance and innovation. The logic was simple. If Dubai could build the world's most extravagant skyline, why not extend that same philosophy to public services? In this environment, the line between urban planning and performance blurred. Authority became something to be displayed, not just exercised. The groundwork was laid for a new kind of public spectacle, one that would soon take the form of horsepower and polished chrome, designed not for necessity, but for maximum visibility. In April 2013, Dubai police unveiled a Lamborghini Aventador as their newest patrol car. The announcement came with a press release boasting not just about horsepower, but about matching the city's personality, luxury, speed, and spectacle. The Aventador, painted in green and white police livery, was paraded through the city's most famous tourist zones. Cameras flashed as the car cruised past the Burj Khalifa and along the marina, drawing crowds and headlines in equal measure. Within days, images of Dubai supercar police went viral, reaching news outlets and social media feeds around the world. The debut was carefully timed. Dubai was hosting the annual Grand Parade, an event designed for maximum visibility. The Aventador was not alone for long. By the end of 2013, the fleet had grown to include an Aston Martin 177, one of just 77 ever made, and a Ferrari FF, each worth hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of dollars. Each new addition was rolled out with fanfare, reinforcing the message that Dubai police force was as extravagant as the city itself. Branding analysts described the move as a natural extension of Dubai's strategy. As one expert put it, this was not simply about performance, it was about perception. To maintain authority in a city built on luxury, the police had to match the image. The fleet's arrival turned Dubai police into a global sensation overnight, cementing the idea that in this city, even law enforcement is a luxury experience. The Dubai police supercar fleet reads like a collector's wish list, each model chosen for maximum impact. At the top sits the Bugatti Veyron, valued at over $1.5 million and capable of reaching 349 kilometers per hour. It is not just the fastest car in the fleet, but also the most expensive, a rolling symbol of excess. The Lamborghini Aventador, which made headlines at its 2013 debut, commands a price between $350,000 and $600,000. Its angular silhouette and roaring V12 engine were designed as much for spectacle as for speed. The Ferrari FF, a Grand Tourer worth up to $500,000, adds Italian flair. The Aston Martin 177, one of only 77 ever built, pushes the price tag past $1 million. McLaren MP 412C, with a top speed of 333 km per hour, falls into the same rarefied category. The Rolls-Royce Cullinan Mansouri, introduced in 2025, merges luxury SUV comfort with a $1 million price point. Other additions round out the fleet. The Lamborghini Urus Performante, a $300,000 SUV equipped for both show and patrol. The Bentley Continental GT, with a 542 horsepower engine for high-profile events, and the Hongqi EHS9, an electric SUV signaling a turn towards sustainability. Even the Lexus RCF at $68,000 and the Mercedes G-Wagon, known for its imposing presence, contribute to a lineup where almost every badge carries a 6 or 7 figure value. Altogether, the fleet's market value stretches from hundreds of thousands to over $2 million per car, a spectrum that places Dubai's police vehicles among the most extravagant in the world. Supercars bearing Dubai police insignia are not scattered randomly across the city, they are stationed with precision. The Bugatti Veyron, Lamborghini Aventador, and their stablemates spend most of their time in the places where the world is watching. Dubai Mall, with its constant tide of shoppers and tourists, is a frequent backdrop. On the Palm Jumeirah, the cars glide along the crescent, passing luxury hotels and private beach clubs. In the marina, where yachts line the water and glass towers rise overhead, the fleet attracts crowds eager for a selfie. Downtown, beneath the shadow of the Burj Khalifa, the supercars patrol Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Boulevard, their presence as much about spectacle as security. This pattern is no accident. These zones are the city's stage, the places most likely to appear on social media, in travel blogs, and on international news feeds. Tourists gather at the Dubai Fountain or stroll along Jumeirah Beach residence, and the sight of a police Ferrari or McLaren becomes part of the experience. The cars pause for photos, sometimes with officers stepping out to greet visitors or pose for group shots. Each encounter is a moment engineered for maximum visibility, reinforcing the idea that Dubai's luxury is not just for the elite, but woven into the fabric of daily life. Outside these hotspots, the supercar fleet is rarely seen. Their routes are mapped to coincide with high foot traffic, major events, and public holidays. The goal is not to respond to emergencies or chase down suspects, but to serve as rolling billboards, symbols of a city intent on projecting wealth, order, and modernity to every passerby. In Dubai, policing by presence becomes policing by performance. They are stationed for visibility, not for broad coverage. The result is a curated kind of security, a performance that protects an image. For tourists and influencers, the spectacle confirms an idea. This is a city too prosperous, too polished, and too controlled to be challenged. Behind that carefully staged visibility, real policing relies on ordinary patrol cars, cameras, and data systems, while social and political issues remain largely out of view. Dubai's real enforcement muscle does not come from engines or exhaust notes. It is built into the city itself, woven through a network of cameras, sensors, and artificial intelligence. Dubai now claims more than 800 surveillance cameras per square kilometre, making it one of the most closely watched cities on Earth. Automated smart police stations operate day and night, offering biometric scans and instant reporting without a single officer present. While the supercars pose for photos in tourist districts, the work of tracking suspects, identifying faces, and predicting crime falls to algorithms and data streams. There are no public records of high-speed pursuits involving the fleet, no chase logs, no arrest statistics tied to million-dollar cars. One investigative journalist put it this way: "These cars turn heads, but how often do they actually turn on their sirens?" In Dubai, the real patrols are silent and invisible, watching every corner while the spectacle rolls by. Spending on Dubai's supercar police fleet reaches into the mighty tens of millions of dollars, with no public records detailing exactly how much is paid or who profits from each deal. While the city's most expensive car, a Bugatti Veyron, costs more than $1.5 million, the true price of the fleet includes hidden maintenance, storage, and insurance costs that never appear in public budgets. Nearly 90% of Dubai's workforce is made up of migrant laborers, many of whom build the city's luxury towers and roads but live far from the spotlight. Human Rights Watch and MigrantRights.org have documented labor camps where up to 20 people share a single room, often without air conditioning or clean water. As labor rights researcher Nicholas McGeehan says, Dubai's labor camps are a hidden dystopia behind the skyscrapers. Workers are crammed into sweltering metal boxes, paying for the privilege while building the supercar's playground. In Dubai, spectacle isn't just a show, it's policy. As cities worldwide compete for attention, image can outrun truth. The real cost isn't measured in supercars, but in what remains unseen beneath the shine. Sometimes, the most dazzling illusions demand the closest scrutiny. What's your perspective?